The US has over 19,000 incorporated cities, but some have names so wacky you'd think they were made up. From boring to Intercourse, across America you'll find towns with such silly handles, you'll laugh yourself silly just saying them. Today on Globe Trekking, we're revealing the top 20 funniest city names in the good old US of A. Get ready to journey from Dinosaur to embarrass for America's most hilarious locales that will leave you chuckling. So buckle up, because these names are so funny you might just wet yourself before we even make it to number 1. Number 20, Yeehaw Junction, Florida. Yeehaw Junction sounds like a place with cowboys riding Broncos down Main Street, but it's actually just a tiny unincorporated community in Florida's Osceola County. While its origins remain a mystery, one theory claims yeehaw comes from the Seminole word for wolf or wolf howl. These days, Yeehaw Junction leans into its goofy name, retaining its rustic old Florida charm. It's even featured in the state's tourism ads to showcase Florida's quirky side. Number 19, Truth or Consequences, New Mexico. Originally called Hot Springs, this New Mexico town changed its name to Truth or Consequences in 1950 after the popular radio quiz show of the same name. Located just north of Las Cruces, the quirky desert town fully embraced the rebranding. Downtown is filled with alien-themed shops, diners, and a UFO museum playing up its extraterrestrial vibe. And each year, Truth or Consequences holds a festival celebrating its namesake show, keeping the legacy of the wacky name change alive. Number 18. Why? Arizona. Why? Arizona seems like a questionable name, but its origins make sense. Located near the California border, it was originally named Y because it sits at the junction of state routes 85 and 86. In 1964, residents voted to change it to the more amusing Y, both to draw curious tourists and breathe life into the tiny town. Their plan worked, with Y now a popular roadside attraction. Visitors can't resist snapping selfies by the town limit sign, even if there's little else to see. Number 17, Uncertain, Texas. They say everything is bigger in Texas, including the weird town names like Uncertain. Fittingly though, how Uncertain got its odd name is uncertain. One legend claims it stems from steamboat captains having difficulty navigating Caddo Lake, where the town now sits. Another theory suggests settlers were simply uncertain whether they were in the US or Republic of Texas. For a state with crazy town names like Ding Dong, uncertain fits right in. The tiny Caddo Lake community now proudly wears its peculiar moniker. Number 16, Santa Claus, Indiana. You better watch out, because there's an entire town in Indiana named after jolly old Saint Nick himself, Santa Claus. Originally called Santa Fe, the town renamed itself in 1856, reportedly because a Christmas-time meeting coincided with the name change discussion. Home to the world's first theme park, Santa Claus goes all out for the holidays, with Santa's Candy Castle, Christmas rides, and Kris Kringle himself. For any Christmas lover, visiting here will fill you with cheer, even in July when it's 95 degrees out. Number 15, Normal, Illinois. When brain collides with Normal, things get a little weird. Such is the case in Normal, Illinois. Originally named North Bloomington, in 1865, residents changed the name to Normal to highlight the new teaching college or normal school opened here. Of course, Normal is otherwise just your average Midwestern town, except for that not-so-normal name residents still poke fun at. Number 14, Monkey's Eyebrow, Kentucky. With an outrageous name like Monkey's Eyebrow, it's no wonder this tiny Kentucky town is a curiosity for many. But don't actually expect to find any primates roaming around. While the origins remain a mystery, one theory claims settlers thought the bends of the nearby Ohio River resembled a monkey's eyebrow, though who knows what that looks like. Monkey's Eyebrow has embraced the kooky name over the years, even hosting an annual Monkey's Eyebrow Festival to have some fun with it. Number 13, Looneyville, West Virginia. It seems West Virginia has its fair share of wacky town names, with Looneyville being one of the nuttiest. While the origins are unclear, one theory claims it stems from eccentric early residents' loony behavior. The tiny town has embraced the zany name, even hosting a Looneyville Days Festival with music, barbecue, and fun for all. Of the nearly 200 West Virginia towns, Looneyville remains among the kookiest. Number 12, Happy, Texas. It's always sunny in Happy, Texas, the town that lives up to its name by staying positive. Happy likely gets its cheerful name from Happy Draw, a stream where cowboys happily watered cattle in the dry Texas panhandle. At just 600 smiling residents, Happy really lives up to its name, with the motto, Town Without a Frown. Local attractions like the Happy State Bank and annual Happy Days Parade spread the glee. Number 11, French Lick, Indiana. Let's just say, if you told a non-American you were headed to French Lick, Indiana, they'd probably get the wrong impression. But while the name is suggestive, its origins are innocent. French Lick refers to early 19th century French traders who discovered the area's mineral springs or licks, thought to have healing properties. Today, plush spa resorts tap those springs to draw visitors, beyond those just giggling at the name. Quaint French Lick also features Hoosier hospitality at its finest. Number 10, Embarrass, Minnesota. When it comes to humiliating names, Tiny Embarrass, Minnesota may take the cake. But how it got this cringe-worthy handle remains a mystery. Some claim it refers to the rocky local terrain that flustered early explorers. Others say it stems from French explorers embarrassed by the difficulty navigating the nearby river. Either way, the tight-knit town now proudly wears the odd name like a badge of honor. In fact, their slogan is the cold spot of the nation, owing to sub-zero temps plunging to negative 56 degrees Fahrenheit. Number 9, Dinosaur, Colorado. While not quite Jurassic Park, Dinosaur, Colorado got its prehistoric name thanks to its proximity to the famed Dinosaur National Monument. Home to over 10,000 preserved dinosaur fossils, the monument was established in 1915 to protect the extraordinary fossil beds. Originally called Baxter Springs, in 1966, the town took on the much more exciting name Dinosaur to promote the nearby protected dinosaur dig site. Number 8, Cut and Shoot, Texas. They say everything's bigger in Texas, including crazy town names like Cut and Shoot. But don't worry, there's no violence here these days. Legend claims the name stems from a heated 1912 town meeting where a frustrated resident said he'd rather cut and shoot everyone arguing than discuss the town name further. Thankfully, no one actually got cut or shot. Nestled in the piney woods north of Houston, Cut and Shoot wears its Wild West name with pride today. It's just one of many kooky Texas town names adding character. Number 7, Chicken, Alaska. While the name suggests otherwise, you won't actually find any chickens, fried or alive, in remote Chicken, Alaska. So where does the bird brain name come from? One theory says it stems from miners mispronouncing nearby Ptarmigan Creek, since the grouse-like ptarmigan is nicknamed Chicken locally. Now just a frontier saloon and a few residents. Chicken clucks with pride about its eccentric name that turned the tiny outpost into a roadside attraction. Number 6, Accident, Maryland. What do most people do when they stumble upon an accident? Stop to help. But in Accident, Maryland, an accident isn't a crisis. It's just the town's name. How this village, seemingly named after mishaps, got its odd name remains uncertain. Some claim it stems from a land surveyor mix-up. More likely, accident refers to the spot where two roads, the National Pike and Accident Road, intersect, lending the name to the town that ultimately formed there. Beyond the odd name, peaceful little Accident offers a nice dose of small-town charm. Number 5, Boring, Oregon. While its name sounds dull, Boring, Oregon is far from boring. The Portland suburb got its humdrum handle from original settler William Boring. Clearly, he found nothing boring about the abundant timber that drove early development here. In a quest to live up to its seemingly banal name, Boring established an annual festival with its aptly named Scottish sister city of Dull. And just minutes from Portland, Boring offers plenty to do in the lush Pacific Northwest wilderness surrounding it. Number 4. Hell, Michigan. The road to hell may be paved with good intentions, but in Hell, Michigan, you'll find a pleasant hamlet instead of fire and brimstone. Despite the ominous name, Hell is not even the hottest spot in Michigan. Summers are relatively mild compared to other cities. So how did this otherwise charming village get such a sinister name? Unfortunately, even Satan himself probably doesn't know. The most popular theory claims a frustrated farmer suggested Hell jokingly when asked to name the settlement, and the name stuck. These days, Hell revels in the novelty of its name, offering amusing photo ops by the Hell City limit sign. Number 3. Intercourse, Pennsylvania. In most contexts, Intercourse would be eyebrow raising, but it's just another charming Pennsylvania Dutch country town going about its business. Originally named Cross Keys, it mysteriously changed to Intercourse in 1814, likely referring to its spot at the intersection or intercourse of two major roads. Of course, intercourse meant something more innocent back then, referring to fellowship and interaction. Nonetheless, the name still gets plenty of childish giggles today. Beyond the laughs, Intercourse offers another cozy Lancaster County community amongst the picturesque Amish farms and rolling hills. Number 2. Placentia, California. Don't let the name turn you away from sunny Placentia, California. This pleasant northern Orange County suburb focuses on family and community. It gets its name from the Spanish word for pleasant, befitting its lovely Mediterranean climate. Founded in 1926 amidst Valencia orange groves, Placentia retains its small-town charm. Nestled between LA and Disneyland, Placentia makes for an ideal family-friendly home base for vacationers wanting to avoid tourist traps. Despite the initial gross-out factor its name suggests, Placentia offers pleasant living in idyllic suburban Southern California. Number 1. Bangs, Texas. And the award for America's wackiest town name goes to Bangs, Texas. While the origins vary, one legend claims Bangs comes from a railroad worker who got banged or dynamited during construction. A more mundane theory simply suggests it honors a local family name or railroad official's surname. Either way, Tiny Bangs, with just over 1,500 residents, sits southwest of Fort Worth amidst the beautiful rolling hill country meadows. For such a small town, Bangs has a big sense of humor about its curious name. A guaranteed conversation starter with visitors. You'd be hard-pressed to find a kookier town name than Bangs. There you have it, 20 of the funniest town names in America guaranteed to make you giggle. Whether stemming from a mystery mishap, a notable citizen, or just having a humorous ring, these delightfully wacky handles prove America has an entertaining sense of humor. From embracing alien vibes to hosting tongue-in-cheek festivals, these towns have come to celebrate their peculiar names, turning any snickers that come their way into tourist dollars and hometown pride. After this journey of silly monikers from sea to shining sea, I think we could all use a trip to happy Texas right about now.